I used to be the king. The king of old Broadway.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 greatest Broadway singers of all time.
One day more, another day, another destiny, this never-ending road to Calvary.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most talented vocalists who made names for themselves in the New York City musical theater scene. Is our number one who you expected? Let us know in the comments below. Number 20. Norm Lewis. This notable performer has been cast in some of musical theater's most beloved roles. Since his Broadway debut in 1993, Lewis has wowed audiences as Curtis Taylor Jr. in Dreamgirls, Billy Flynn in Chicago, and Javert in Les Miserables.
And so it must be, for so it is written on the doorway to paradise, that those who falter and those who fall must pay the price.
Plus, he was the first African-American actor to play the titular role in Broadway's longest-running show, The Phantom of the Opera.
Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender.
His voice is slightly deeper, warm, and clear, perfectly suited for intense male characters. With incredible control and placement, Lewis's vocal talent is majorly enhanced by his pristine technique.
From that cool, harsh, cold, vile world above.
Number 19. Raul Esparza. The Law & Order Special Victims Unit actor made his first impression in the entertainment industry singing on stage.
But listen closely, and I'm for very much longer. I've got to keep control.
In 2000, he drew eyes as Riff Raff in the Rocky Horror Show Broadway revival, and later starred in the 2006 revival of Stephen Sondheim's Company. He was also cast in the original off-Broadway run of Jonathan Larson's Tick, Tick, Boom.
Why do we play with fire? Why do we run our fingers through the flame?
His distinctive voice has tons of personality, which is great for live theater. Esparza may have broadened his resume with gigs in film and television, but we'll always think of him as a musical guy first.
Somebody let me come through. I'll always be there, as frightened as you, to help us survive being alive.
Number 18. Joel Grey. After 70-plus years of work, this charismatic actor has undoubtedly left his impression on modern musical theater.
'Cause it feels wonderful. They think I'm wonderful. Hey, look who's wonderful. This corn-fed hick.
His most memorable performance is without a doubt as the Master of Ceremonies in the Broadway production of Cabaret and its film adaptation.
Willkommen, bienvenue. Welcome im Cabaret, au Cabaret, to Cabaret.
But he's also a show stealer in supporting roles like Moonface Martin in Anything Goes and Amos Hart in Chicago. Expressive and charming, Grey infuses each of his vocal performances with character. His singing voice is light and bright, perfect for solos and group numbers. When the singer takes to the stage, you can tell how dedicated he is to his craft.
Give my regards to Broadway. Remember me to Herald Square.
Number 17. Mandy Patinkin. For his first appearance on Broadway, Patinkin appeared in the play Trelawney of the Wells alongside Meryl Streep and John Lithgow. Soon after, he was cast in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Evita with Patti LuPone.
The chains of the masses untied.
Having brushed shoulders with so much talent on stage, it's no surprise that he's got incredible acting and singing skills of his own.
She has my lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that saw me happy long ago.
In fact, he won a Tony for his performance in Evita and was nominated for 2 others. The singer's recognizable voice is rich and gruff, with a prominent vibrato. His high notes are powerful and fill whatever space he's singing in. A true force on the stage if we've ever seen one.
But the woman who won't wait for you knows that however you live, there's a part of you always standing by, mapping out the sky.
Number 16. Jeremy Jordan. It's no wonder Jordan is one of Broadway's favorite leading men from the 21st century. His voice is youthful, heroic, and clear, with a 4-octave range.
I got nothing if I ain't got Santa Fe.
It's perfect for scrappy male protagonists like Jack Kelly from Newsies and Clyde Barrow from Bonnie and Clyde.
So let's raise a little hell.
The native Texan claimed his spot as one of musical theater's greatest singers from not only the stage but also the screens, big and small. He was cast in the musical show Smash and stars opposite Anna Kendrick in the film adaptation of The Last 5 Years.
Broadway, here I come.
Number 15. Jennifer Holliday. This star has one of the most powerful voices to ever grace a Broadway stage, let alone our ears. Soulful and strong, her talent is unmatched. Holliday's performance as Effie Melody White in the original run of Dreamgirls is alone enough to qualify her for our list. Her solo at the 1982 Tonys is one of the most iconic moments in Broadway history. That being said, we shouldn't forget her appearances in various stagings of the musical Chicago and The Color Purple.
God is the flowers and everything else that was or ever will be.
She's also a successful recording artist, having produced both R&B and gospel music tracks. Number 14. Carol Channing. This memorable actor and singer is a staple of 20th century musical theater.
Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's high life.
She starred as Lorelei Lee and Dolly Gallagher Levi in the original Broadway runs of Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and Hello Dolly, respectively.
One of my old favorite songs from way back when. So bridge that gap, fellas.
Besides her big eyes and blonde bob, the icon's distinctive singing voice set her apart from other leading ladies in showbiz. It's raspy, nasal, and full of character, making it perfect for comedic performances.
But square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamond! Our girl's best friend.
Stylistically, Channing often embedded her singing with humor. After decades of success, in 1995, she was awarded the Tony for Lifetime Achievement. Number 13. Christian Borle. Since the beginning of the new millennium, Borle has made regular appearances on the Broadway stage.
Oh, hello. Is it good to see me all once? My days are so busy, it's making me dizzy. There's so much I gotta do. It's lunches and meetings and poetry readings and endless interviews.
His credits include The Bard in Something Rotten and Marvin in the 2016 Falsettos revival. Likewise, his performance as the original Emmett Forrest in Legally Blonde the musical holds a special place in our hearts.
With Little Miss Woods, come
With a warm, rich tone that sits at a higher range, Boral's register is well suited for a variety of characters. He shows technique with his ability to infuse the personality of whatever character he's playing into his performance. Whether cast as someone sweet, conceited, or just plain evil, this singer always sounds incredible.
I'm best when I cheat, so I'll cheat. Whizzer and I'll shove. And I'll kill for that thrill of first love.
Number 12, Betty Buckley. This actress has appeared in celebrated works of film, television, and theater.
With one look, I put words to shame. Just one look sets the screen aflame.
However, despite her work on both the big and small screens, she's still often referred to as the voice of Broadway.
Serenity, serenity.
One of her most notable early roles is Grisabella in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats, for which she won a Tony. She's since become associated with the role's power ballad Memory, which showcases her vocal talent and skill.
Talk to me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memory.
Her voice ranges from being bright and clear in some instances to deep and powerful in others. Other musical credits include Dolly in Hello Dolly and Mama Rose in Gypsy, twice. Number 11, Kristin Chenoweth. With a bachelor's degree in musical theater and a master's in opera performance, Chenoweth is quite literally a master of her craft. She had the option of also attending Philadelphia's Academy of Vocal Arts on a full ride, but turned down the scholarship to accept her first professional role.
When life's a dizzy maze on alternating days, I choose a different phrase.
Your new philosophy.
New philosophy.
She's best known for originating the role of Sally Brown in the 1999 revival of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and Glinda in Wicked.
Everything that really counts to be popular, I'll help you be popular. You'll hang with the right cohorts, you'll be good at sports.
The characters she plays always come through her performances effortlessly. And do we even have to mention how incredible her vocal control is? While her success in theater opened doors for her in film and television, she regularly returns to her Broadway roots.
Max, I really, really love this play. I can safely say I will slay Broadway. Make way for
Number 10, Idina Menzel. Some have deemed her the queen of Broadway, and it's not hard to see why.
Tell them how I am defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown.
This powerhouse singer originated two of the most well-known female roles in contemporary musical theater.
On stage, there are no big names, at least not yet.
I gotta get through opening night. I have a job to do.
Menzel made a name for herself first as the diva performance artist Maureen in Rent, and then as the misunderstood Witch of the West Elphaba in Wicked. Her bright and powerful voice suits independent and aspirational female characters.
Am I always starting over in a brand new story?
Plus, her range is expansive, and she's a total pro at belting. It's no wonder she was picked up by Disney to play Elsa in the beloved animated film franchise Frozen.
Past is in the past.
Number 9, Sutton Foster. This darling of contemporary musical theater is a triple threat, skilled in acting, dancing, and, of course, singing.
Please, no more attention. I've counted to 10.
Her voice is full and bright, perfect for a number of Broadway's most iconic leading roles. Her technique is solid, and she always looks like she's having fun on stage.
This morning I'm okay.
Foster has a timeless quality to her sound, which makes her especially well-suited for shows with historical settings. She won a Tony for her performance as the titular character in Thoroughly Modern Millie, and another as Reno Sweeney from Anything Goes. How the performer manages her breath support after a minutes-long dance break, we will never understand. Number 8. Julie Andrews. Many of us first heard Andrews' voice as children watching Mary Poppins or The Sound of Music.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
We've since come to respect her for her work on the stage as well as the screen. She started on the West End as a child and quickly found her way to Broadway. In 1956, she appeared as Eliza Doolittle in the original run of My Fair Lady.
With one enormous chair, wouldn't it be lovely?
When she was younger, the soprano had a clear and regal sound, which she demonstrated with impeccable technique.
When they're beset and besieged, the folk not noblessly obliged, however do they manage to shed their weary lot? Oh, what do simple folk do?
Sadly, an ill-performed surgery in 1997 permanently damaged her vocal cords. Still a singer at heart, the actress has given occasional vocal performances in the years since.
A work of art with its own rare design.
It may not be the same, but we still appreciate her new tone. Number 7. Lea Salonga. This musical theater star has a singing voice fit for a Disney princess.
When will my reflection show who I am inside?
The Filipina actress landed a gig on the West End when she was just 18 years old as the original Kim in Miss Saigon.
You will be who you want to be. You can choose whatever heaven grants.
She won a Tony when she reprised the role on Broadway, making her the first Asian actress to do so. Not to mention, she's appeared as both Eponine and Fantine in Broadway productions of Les Miserables. Salonga's voice is beautifully bright and clear, and she has impeccable technique. Her placement is precise, and she demonstrates good control of her vibrato.
Higher, higher towards the sky, until the day she bent to kiss her mama a last goodbye.
As the singing voice of both Princess Jasmine and Mulan, we've enjoyed listening to her for basically our entire lives. Number 6. Angela Lansbury. By the time she made it to Broadway, Lansbury was already an award-winning actress from the golden age of cinema. Just like in Hollywood, she quickly found success in musical theater, playing the titular character in Mame and Rose in Gypsy, among other acclaimed parts.
You'll be swell, you'll be great, gonna have the whole world on a plate.
Her voice was totally her own, and remarkably so. Since it was especially distinct, it always felt so real to the roles she played, many of which were rather comedic, or, at the very least, tongue-in-cheek.
Did you come in for a pie, sir? Do forgive me if we had a little vague. What is that? But you think we had the plague?
Whether it was the devious Mrs. Lovett or the maternal Mrs. Potts, Lansbury defined some of Broadway's and Hollywood's most beloved characters.
Open a new window, open a new door, travel a new highway that's never been tried before.
Number 5. Chita Rivera. This passionate performer claimed her place as a Broadway icon by originating more than one beloved role on stage. Early in her career, she made waves as Anita in West Side Story and Velma Kelly in Chicago.
And that's good, isn't it grand? Isn't it great? Isn't it swell? Isn't it fun? Isn't it?
She went on to win a Tony for her performance as Anna in The Rink, as well as one for Kiss of the Spider-Woman, and a Lifetime Achievement Award to boot. This is a woman who knows confidence is key. Combining music, comedy, and spectacle, Rivera is a master entertainer. The fullness and wonderfully distinct quality to her voice only makes her irreplaceable, and we couldn't imagine musical theater without her show-stopping vocals and dance moves.
Could be the start of something. Could be the start of something good.
Number 4. Bernadette Peters. This vocalist has understandably been deemed the foremost interpreter of composer Stephen Sondheim.
I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the world.
She's appeared in many of his shows on Broadway, including Sunday in the Park with George, Into the Woods, and A Little Night Music.
One who keeps tearing around. One who can't move.
Her voice sits at a mid-range, making it perfect for belting out passionate verses. She's also capable of producing beautiful high notes, making her an overall well-rounded artist. Plus, her voice has a prominent vibrato and forward placement, which distinguishes her from other mezzos. With well-trained technique, Peters' vocal performances are some of Broadway's best.
And if it wasn't for me, then where would you be, Miss Gypsy Rosalie?
Number 3. Ethel Merman. Considered by some as the undisputed first lady of the musical comedy stage, this vocalist was a significant member of Broadway history.
Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use small letter words, writing prose. Anything goes.
With notable vocal talent and technical skill, she was certainly well deserving of the title.
Look at that crowd up ahead. Pardon me if my old spirit is showing.
From Anything Goes to Hello Dolly, Merman had appeared in many of musical theater's most iconic shows, even originating the lead role of Rose in Sondheim's Gypsy.
Honey, everything's coming up roses. Now you're inning, stand the world on its ear.
Her powerful mid-range voice was capable of blowing crowds away. Skill-wise, her enunciation and placement were precise.
I got my man who could ask for anything more, who could ask for anything more.
The performer's voice was practically built for belting, a gift very few have. When it comes to Broadway legends, she was an original.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
Number 2. Patti LuPone. This classic Broadway belter obtained her status as a musical theater icon by appearing in many popular roles. She first drew attention as the lead in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Evita. Having gone on to play Nancy in Oliver, Fantine in Les Mis, Mrs. Lovett in Sweeney Todd, and Mama Rose in Gypsy, her bio is totally stacked. LuPone demonstrates practiced technique and a confident style with her mid-range singing voice. She projects outward and manages to completely fill whatever space she's in.
Let's hear it for the ladies who lunch. Everybody rise!
Her warm and focused tone is full of personality, which she tailors to suit whatever character she's performing as. Truly, no one's voice compares to LuPone's. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Hugh Jackman. Wolverine sure knows how to hold a tune.
I am not the boy next door. I don't belong like it did before. Nothing ever seems like it used to be. You can have your dreams, but you can't have me.
Mary Martin. Many iconic roles were originated by this inspiration.
If growing up means it would be beneath my dignity to climb a tree, I'll never grow up, never grow up, never grow up. Not me.
Aaron Tveit. The tenor has proven his vocal talent playing some of Broadway's hunkier characters. Andrew Rannells. We believe that Rannells is a gifted vocal artist.
I believe that God has a plan for all of us. I believe that plan involves me getting my own planet.
Stephanie J. Block. An acclaimed performer, this mezzo has nailed some super challenging roles.
Now that I'm unfettered and unbound, get out and stay out. I finally had enough. Don't kiss me on your way out. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Audra McDonald. Although she's celebrated for her work on the stage and the screen, McDonald's legacy on Broadway is unparalleled. She's the recipient of 6 Tonys, which is more than any other performer in the award show's history, and she's also the only person to have won in all 4 categories.
And I found the theater, and I found my home, and I found a place to express myself.
McDonald earned her accolades as Carrie in Carousel, Sarah in Ragtime, and Bess in Porgy and Bess, among others. Her voice is rich, with an incredible feat of dimensionality and effortless precision. Although her range is broad, she has a distinctly soprano tone that can honestly only be described as angelic. One thing's for sure, when this icon starts to sing, we always stop to listen. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.